Christmas is the time of year for being with the ones we love, sharing so much joy and cheer. What a wonderful feeling, watching the ones we love having so much fun. I was sitting by the fireside, taking a walk through the snow, listening to a children's choir, singing songs of my Jesus. The blessed way that he came to us. Why can't it be? All through the year, each day the same. That's what I want to hear. It's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas.
Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday, new comic book day. I'm going to be reviewing the books coming out next Wednesday, December 17th. I meant to do this a little earlier than 8:30, but just had too much going on today. So yeah, let's dive into it. Midtown Comics is what we're using here to facilitate our review. This will give you plenty of time to make plans to pick up the books that you're interested in. Call your local comic book shop, order them online, whatever is easiest for you. Not a big week next week. It's kind of, end of the year that tends to happen. Not a lot of books get released the last couple weeks of December, but so it's definitely a lighter week. Not too many fantastic books coming out, but I'll highlight the ones that I think might be worth your time. So we're going to start off here with Dark Horse. Let's see what Dark Horse has. We got Space Scouts. I'm not too familiar with some of these comic books. Space Scouts #2. That's a Matt Kent. I've heard of him. He's a decent writer. So just 2 floppies. That was Space Scouts and Adventures of Lumen N. I'm not familiar with either of those titles, but there is a Witcher hardcover coming out. Looks like a nice cover on that one. Rest are trade paperbacks. DC Comics, Absolute Flash #10. Clayton Crane did a nice cover. That one's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Fantastic Four #1, the mole man, right? Kind of looks somewhat similar to that. What else we got here? Batman, Superman, World's Finest 46. Dan Mora always does a nice cover. There's a Chuma Hill cover for you Chuma Hill fans. Catwoman 82. I'm a big fan of Sebastian Firamara, and he did the A cover. I think I pre-ordered that one. He's such a good artist. His covers are always really good for the most part. I like that cover a lot. It's really, really good. Frank Cho did a cover as well. Derek Chu cover. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. There's also a D cover by Sarah Baslame. That one's kind of interesting. Yeah, I think the Chew and the Ferramera definitely are the ones that I like there. DCKO, Harley Quinn versus Zatanna. I would imagine Zatanna would take out Harley Quinn in about 3 seconds using magic. I don't think Harley Quinn could do much about it. Although, haven't they written Harley Quinn to have some like omnipotent power or something at one point? I don't know. It's kind of ridiculous. She's just a crazy old psychopath. That's all she is. I do like the Merca and Dolfo cover. I think I pre-ordered that one, the D cover. That's my favorite. I like that one. Not so much because the art is so great, it's just the design of it, the coloring, the staging of it. I don't know. There's something about it. Something slightly intangible. Nightwing 133. I like that A cover by Dexter Soy. It's kind of cool. I like the coloring setup of that. Dustin Nugent also did a nice cover, the B cover. Sensation Comics number 38. Wonder Woman on the cover there. That's a facsimile. You get regular and foil, and of course the blank cover. If you don't want to buy the original, which I don't think I would ever, but yeah, sometimes it's kind of cool to have the facsimile. Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum, issue 5. I mean, this is a series I probably should go back and collect, mainly because I'm a fan of W. Maxwell Prince, and I like the art also by Morazzo. Of course, they're famous, the famous duo of doing Ice Cream Man, which is probably one of my favorite independent titles. This might be worth taking a look at. I've not collected any of the issues. So I'm debating whether to buy the floppies or just maybe wait for the trade paperback to come out. I'll probably wait for the trade paperback. But this is a DC Black Label standalone story. It might be worth checking out just because I do love that creative team quite a bit. I would just go with A covers. There is a decent B cover there by Ferreira. Alex Ekman Lawn did the C cover. It's kind of strange rendition of Superman there. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Superman Unlimited number 8, Dave Johnson cover. I like that one. Gilliam March did a nice cover too. Ariel Olivetti. I love Ariel Olivetti's art sometimes. I mean, that one just coloring on that's awesome. I love that. And of course, I think the one I pre-ordered for sure is the Zafino. I'm a big Geraldo Zafino fan. Yeah, I mean, Superman looks pretty cool here. He's jacked. Look at those arms. Those are like massive 30-inch biceps, right? Yeah. It's a cool cover, though. I like it. I like the red with the yellow background, the yellow sun. That's pretty cool. Batman, Second Night number 2. The B cover by Aspinall looks pretty cool. I like that one. Also, Malavia did a nice cover. I dig that one as well. Titans number 30. You got Swamp Thing in this. Cyborg versus Swamp Thing. I would think Swamp Thing would win, right? I don't know. I think Swamp Thing could just override and invade all the circuitry of Cyborg with all of his plants and bioweapon stuff, right? I would think. Spears did a nice cover. I mean, I like that Spears cover. That's pretty cool. I may have to grab that because I don't remember seeing that on pre-orders. So yeah, a lot of covers to choose from on Titans number 30. Wonder Woman number 28. Man, that whole mare cover looks weird, man. It's just a little too weird for me. Yeah, I'm not really into any of these Wonder Woman covers. I think I'll pass on that. That's it for DC. It's not a super light week for DC, but nothing too crazy. Dynamite Entertainment. I don't know if I saw anything here that was worth mentioning. Disney Villains Maleficent #1. I do like that metal cover by Paulina. I can't remember. Oh, Granichow. That sounds French. It's probably French. I'm mispronouncing the last name. Paulina. Metal cover though, man. That would look. I mean, the coloring on that's amazing. That would look really awesome in a metal cover. Still available for $90 in case anyone's interested. What else we got here from Dynamite? Anything? Yeah. Yeah, looks like the J. Lee June Chung Virgin cover sold out at Midtown. There is a Harley Quinn Elvira #2 variant premium mystery bag, blind bag. Random covers in this. I don't know if that's worth picking up or not, but it's basically $20 for that. Also, issue 3 of Harley Quinn Elvira will be out next week. Several different covers to pick from. Choose the one that you like. I may have pre-ordered the Ben Caldwell cover. I think it's a cool cover. I like this Power Girl on it. It's pretty nice. They should have had it where they're both staring at her chest. I think that would have been a little funny and probably more sought after if they had done that. Yeah, there's several different other covers to look at, though. What else we got from Dynamite? Man, they actually have a lot of books coming out next week. It's pretty crazy. I'm not familiar with all these titles. I think that's all I want to talk about with Dynamite. Looks like they've got some premium stuff that's sold out. Alex Ross did a cover for Peter Cannon Thunderbolt #2. That one sold out at Midtown. Cedric did a metal cover for $90 on Sonya Reborn #2. Sonya Reborn #4. Yeah, I may have pre-ordered. I think I pre-ordered the Stuart Sager cover. I like that cover. I like Stuart Sager's art. He's pretty damn good. That looks familiar. I think I may have pre-ordered that. There is a metal Matina cover for Space Ghost #4. Sold out Midtown. Maybe your local comic book shop will have it. I don't know. Is anybody collecting these Space Ghost books? I don't know. They definitely have some nice covers here and there, but I don't know if that's worth picking up and reading or not. I don't know. I did briefly remember watching the Space Ghost cartoon back in the day. Hanna-Barbera, I think, was the producer of those cartoons, if I remember correctly. We're still on Dynamite Entertainment. Man, Dynamite Entertainment has a ton of books coming out next week. This is crazy. Supernatural, there's a bunch of different covers on that one. Terminator Metal, the Metal Ivan Tau Virgin variant for $90. It's still available at Midtown. And it looks like the Perio Thundercats Chitara Worldbreaker #1 one shot. That sold out. Nice cover there by Matina, or not Matina, Perio. There's a one shot of Thundercats Ho holiday special. That's pretty funny. Several different covers there. A couple of incentives. You grab the one that you like. It looks like there was also a metal cover for Thundercats Panthro #1. That's a one shot. Looks like someone grabbed it off Midtown. Midtown probably had one copy only. I do like that Thundercats number 19 Perio cover. Man, metal, that would look really nice in metal. Too bad I don't collect Thundercats. If I did, I'd probably get that one for sure. Vampirilla Armageddon number 5. Man, the Mattina cover in metal. That would be sweet. That does look nice. I gotta admit, I do like that cover. I did pre-order a couple copies of the Virgin variant of this cover, but I mean, that's just an awesome cover. In metal, that would be really awesome. $90, huh? Jeez. It's nice. It looks nice. Vampirilla number 8. Man, there's still a lot of books. There's a ton of books coming out for Dynamite Entertainment. I'm shocked. I wasn't aware there were this many books coming out next week. I do like that Selena Virgin variant for $13.50. That one looks really cool. The Perio cover looks nice. And of course, there's a couple different versions of that. IDW Publishing, 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, issue 2. A cover is by Sheehan. It looks like Damian Worm also did a B cover. And there is a Sheehan version of the A cover also available. Now, this is a book I definitely picked up. Star Trek Last Starship number 3. I love Frankenvilla. I mean, I've talked about Frankenvilla quite a bit lately. He's just, I don't know. He's the modern day, I've said it a million times. I'm going to keep on saying it. In my opinion, he is the modern day L.B. Cole. Just the way he draws, the colors that he uses. I mean, it's really perfect, especially for horror type comics, which is what L.B. Cole would do a lot too. I mean, L.B. Cole did some romance covers and stuff like that too, but he was mainly known for doing horror covers. So in my opinion, Frankenvilla is on the same level as L.B. Cole. Maybe 50 years from now, he'll be regarded as such. I don't know. But I definitely pre-ordered that Virgin Frankenvilla cover. I love that. That is such a nice cover. It's beautiful. Highly recommend picking that up. All right, what else we got here? Starship Godzilla. There is an incentive cover that looks interesting. I don't know much about that. John Lancry movie homage. I don't know what movie that's homaging, but check it out. Maybe you're interested in that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Journeys number. How many turtle books can they make? I can't keep track of them all. There's a lot of people like the Turtles. There's no doubt about that. Die Loaded number 2 for Image. Stephanie Hans. There is a Franny cover for the B cover. Everything Dead and Dying number 4. This is a good series. I read the first couple issues. I liked it. It's kind of a Walking Dead type of take, a little different take, but it's well done. Jacob Phillips art inside. Yeah, it's pretty nice. But there's a couple different covers to choose from. It looks like there might be one incentive cover as well. Exquisite Corpses number 8. I can't remember if I pre-ordered this book. I kind of dig the stealth cover though. The Aaron Campbell cover is disturbing. I think that's a 1 in 10. And the Danny variant, I think that's a 1 in 25. That's still available as well. And the 1 per store thank you variant sold out at Midtown for $67.50. Somebody's collecting all of them. They've had one of those for each of the issues. Ghost Pepper number 6. Yeah, there's several different covers. Looks like the only one that sold out is the blank variant. That's interesting. G.I. Joe 16. Ben Oliver did a C cover. That looks good. 1 in 25. There's a 1 in, I don't know, there's a 2 1 in 25s. Maybe this is a 1 in 10. I can't keep track. I don't know. They're incentive variants either way. Hectoplasm Hunt for Bigfoot number 3. The 1 in 10 is sold out, and also the 1 in 25 by Tom Fowler. I think I pre-ordered that one. I do like that cover. I'm a big fan of Bigfoot anyways. Like usually if Bigfoot's on any comic book, I'll probably pick it up. I had an obsession with Bigfoot for a while. I would buy a lot of books on Bigfoot. Of course, I was looking at all the YouTube videos and all the, a lot of them I think definitely could have been faked. There's a handful of videos, though, that look pretty authentic just because of the way the thing was moving in the video. I don't know. And of course, the most controversial piece of film, probably that in the JFK film, is the Patterson-Gimlin of the female Sasquatch walking by a riverbed. To this day, that video still fascinates me because it kind of looks like it could be a person in a suit, but then why would they make a suit with female breasts? It just doesn't make any sense. Like it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. Maybe we are living in a simulation, and that's a glitch in the simulation. I don't know, but yeah, I'm kind of a fan of Bigfoot. I don't know. He's out there maybe, and he doesn't want to be seen. Either that, or he's just massively obscured and blurry. All right, moving on to image here. Looks like the B cover of Kaya number 32, Junie Ba, sold out at Midtown. Kingspawn 51. I like the B cover by Marco. That's my favorite of the two. Let's see, we've got Rogue Sun number 31. I do like that C cover incentive by Stefano. Very nice. Nice art there. There's also a Youngblood variant. And a black and white of that as well. Sacrificers number 18. Yeah, I like the B cover by Paul Azaceta. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. It's cool. It's a nice cover. I love that. World Tree 17. Is anybody still reading that book? I think I read the first 5 issues and I just kind of got bored with it. I don't know. Maybe it's gotten better. I'm not too sure, but I kind of lost interest in it. I don't know. And James Tynion's usually a good writer too, so I don't know what happened there. What do we got? Wrestle Heist. I'm not too familiar with that one. There is a Youngblood cover on that as well. And there is a Youngblood second print out next week with a Virgin variant and a black and white as well. And a trading card variant. So yeah, if you can't get enough Youngblood, you've got a second printing that you could pick up with various covers. Issue 2 of Youngblood will be out also next week. Man, that brings back memories. Remember, what was that guy? It's right. That's right. That's him on the cover, isn't it? Supreme. Yeah, I remember Supreme. I remember I bought a couple Supreme issues when I think Stephen Platt did a couple covers that were really cool. I think I probably still have it in some comic book box somewhere in my house. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere. Looks like a lot of books from Image coming out next week, so pay attention to that. Marvel, Alien vs. Captain America issue 2. I pre-ordered several copies of the Mark Brooks poster cover. I think down the road that could be popular. I do like the 1 in 25 cover by David Parator. It's beautifully done. It's a red cover. And it is discounted quite a bit for a 1 in 25, so that one might be worth taking a look at. Amazing. Moving on to Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man Torn at number 3. Several different covers to pick from. Perel did a cover. Tony Daniel, that's a 1 in 25, I believe. Avengers number 33. You got a Stitch cover. That was kind of cool. Instead of Silver Surfer, you got Stitch on the board. It's very interesting. Battle World number 4, if you're collecting that series, the 4th issue will be out. There's also a Ribbit cover. I like Ribbit. Yeah, King Thor cover. That's pretty cool. Black Cat number 5. Yeah, it's pretty hard for me not to pick up an Adam Hughes cover. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. It's just he always does a nice job. Regular A cover by Adam Hughes. There's also a nice Ben Oliver cover. He did the C cover. Oliver Copiel did the 1 in 25, and also the 1 in 50 is by Ben Oliver, Black Cat. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a nice cover. Black Panther Intergalactic. A covers by Kufu. I like the art, the coloring on that. One looks pretty nice. Greg Land did a cover. The 1 in 25 by Acco. Is it Acco? A-C-O? Acco? I don't know. Looks cool. I like the coloring on that one as well. And there's is that a 1 in 100 or a 1 in 75 by Greg Land? I'm not too sure. It might be a 1 in 75. Civil War number 5, Facsimile. There's a Turner cover. I think I have that original. I did collect that Civil War series. I think I have all the Turner covers. A couple of them were worth money at one time. I don't know if they still are. I haven't checked that in a long time. There's also an incentive Pete Woods cover. Daredevil and Punisher, The Devil's Trigger issue 2. I definitely recommend picking up at least the A covers. I think this is going to be a good read. You got Palomati doing the writing. Interior art is by Bianchi and Soares. And I do like that A cover by Scan. I think that one's the best, the A cover. So that's what I would pick up for sure. There's a Cho cover, incentive 1 in 25, and the 125. I think the rest are all regularly priced. Last Wolverine number 3. Last but not least, the Last Wolverine. None of those are incentives. And we're still moving on here. Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu 15. The Baren's nullified cover looks nice. Mega Kids number 3 will be out next week. Planet She-Hulk number 2, if you're collecting that series. I think I have a Frizzen cover coming at some point. I don't know when I'm going to get it. I am so overdue. Third Eye Comics, by the way, I think I may have mentioned this on one of my previous videos. They took my box to the post office, and the post office, I guess, must have lost it. I never got the delivery. They never even provided a tracking number, so I don't know what happened. From Third Eye's warehouse to the post office, something happened. I don't know if the box fell off the truck. I don't know if the post guy something happened. So I'm getting a bunch of refunds. There were 64 comics that were supposed to go out in that order. All of them are lost. So it's aggravating. But what are you going to do? So I still have a lot of books that I have not read or gotten because I'm probably just going to have to get refunded. I mean, some of these books that I had in that order, it's weeks and weeks after the release. So if Third Eye doesn't have them in stock, it's sort of like tough toenails, right? Yeah, we'll give you your money back. So at least I'm getting a refund, but yeah, it kind of sucks. Star Wars Jedi Knights number 10. Got those lightsaber covers. The 1 in 50 is basically half off. Thor number 5 will be out next week. I do like the Diaz nullified cover. That one looks pretty cool. Another Stitch cover as well. X-Men Book of Revelation issue 3. The Tommaso cover's nice. And I think that's it for Marvel. Rest of our hardcovers and trade paperbacks. Independence, last but not least, Independence. Barbaric, The Long Death, #1. Vault Comics. I didn't even know Vault Comics was still around. They're still making comic books? How are they making any money? I don't get it. Apparently they're still making comic books, though. Looks like the Jim Mayfood variant sold out. And the Pete Carroll red background variant also sold out for $58, in case anyone's interested. Some of these books I'm not familiar with. Blade Runner, Black Lotus, Las Vegas. That's a nice cover by Ito. He's a watercolor artist. Kind of combines watercolor with regular art. Yeah, it's a nice cover. Sold out at Midtown, so that should tell you something. Catacomb of Torment #6. All copies still available. Conan the Barbarian 27. Those covers are okay. Nothing great. Cul-de-sac #5. I think I read the first issue of that. I wasn't too impressed. I subsequently stopped collecting it. We've got some odd books coming out next week. Dick Tracy, Mad Cave Studios. I didn't know they took over Dick Tracy, but they're up to issue 14. I guess I should have known that. Donald Duck #1, The Golden Pineapple. Cover A. There's a B cover as well. Carl Banks. He was long dead, but they still resurrect his art all the time. Hope someone in his family is getting a check. Somebody should be. Let's see, what else we got? Distillery Media Endeavor #2. I don't know what that's about. Stephanie Phillips is doing the writing. Yeah, let me just brief. I'm not going to mention every book here. There's so many. Man, it seems like a lot of independent books coming out next week. Mark Spears Monsters #8 blind bag covers are available. Got the hollow foil variant cover for $112. You've also got the glow in the dark. Man, what was that, a 1 in 250? It looks like it, at least, right? Those are still available at Midtown. No Place #2. I don't know what that is. Nut #1. Stone Church Press. Never heard of that. Ordained #1. Looks like the Alex Maleev metal variant came up for sale at Midtown. Someone grabbed it for $225. Apparently that got optioned. I don't know if that's ever going to be turned into an actual movie or TV show, but somebody wrote somebody a check. So you never know. Savage Sword of Conan, Reforged issue 2. A couple nice covers there. Kind of always reminds me of good old Frazetta. Bad Idea has Survive #4 coming out next week. 3 different covers there. The future is fill in the blank. I'm gonna guess fucked. That's probably what they meant to write in there. I don't know. Just two covers there. Man, it's getting late. It's after 9. I'm getting tired here. I'm getting kind of sloppy. VR Troopers, Boom Studios. I don't know if anybody cares about that. Bunch of different covers on that one. Wilder Deluxe Edition. I don't know what that is. Yuletide #3, another beautiful Ito cover. Is that how you pronounce it? Ito? Ito? The 1 in 15. I think it's a 1 in 15 cover sold out at Midtown already. So that one might be worth taking a look at. And I think that's it. The rest are all trade paperbacks and hardcovers, guys. So those are the books coming out next Wednesday. Hope everyone is doing okay this week. We're getting near Christmas. We're only a couple weeks away now. It just creeps up on you so fast, doesn't it? Let me give a shout out to a couple people in the chat. We've got GTK Comic. He's up there in the Canadian North. We got Boondocks 90 stopping by to say hello. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, man. I should have zoomed in more. I usually do that too. I forgot that StreamYard, I need to do that. I appreciate you reminding me of that. I usually do try to zoom in. I just forgot to do it. See, it's too late. My brain is like fried already. I will definitely do that next time, Boondocks. Thank you, my friend, for reminding me of that. And we got Kenneth Bird. He always says hi to everyone. Good to see you, Kenneth. All right, guys, those are the books coming out next Wednesday. I hope your December is going well. I hope you guys all have a great Christmas. And of course, I'll be doing several more videos until the end of the year. And I will try to do a recap of the year with some of my favorite covers and comics. What my favorite read of the year was. Probably a lot of people's favorite read. There's some cool things to kind of highlight at the end of the year. So I'm going to try to do that. I've got some time off here between now and the end of the year. So yeah, maybe I could put together some cool content. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me for a bit. Have a great rest of your day and go get your books.